Well, good morning, everybody. Welcome to the 27th IRF Junior World Championships. I'm Tim Baghurst. I'm joined with Rick Glazebrook here. We are starting the morning with the 12 girls singles gold division. We have Julia Stein in the back here representing the USA, and Valeria Hernandez from Mexico. We will be continuing throughout the day with coverage. We have 4 matches scheduled. We'll see how it goes with respect to time and how long the players take to have their matches. The competition's pretty fierce. We've had a lot of tie breaks, so expect some great matches as we enter the quarterfinal stage. We just started the match. We're at 3-0 serving with Mexico. Our referee is Marta Harin from Ecuador. And Mexico have taken a quick lead here on some good serving. Consistently Z serves, seems to have some trouble. Julia takes a quick timeout at 5-0. Should mention that we're in the Dominican Republic in Santo Domingo. This is a venue that has been repeatedly attended by the IRF. We had the World Championships here in 2012. We also had the Pan American Championships earlier in 2015. This is a venue, it's an interesting venue. The courts are air conditioned and the stands are not. So while the fans sweat, the coaches sweat, the referee sweats, the players sweat actually less because they're in the air conditioning. And we might see some referees at times wander into the court during a tie break just to cool off a little bit. We've had rain consistently in the afternoon. Yesterday we didn't, and so today it's quite warm indeed, and we're already only at 9 a.m. We're on Atlantic time. Second serve here. Skip ball, that's a side out. Good timeout from the US. 0 serving 6. We'll see what Julia comes up with as a serve. Looks like a drive serve. Wow. Good power there. Valeria couldn't keep up. First point on the board for the US. Side out, 6 serving 1. Valeria looks to her coach, sticks with the Z. We've seen a lot of that in the juniors especially, where players are looking to their coaches for advice. A lot of these players, especially the younger ones, are inexperienced at this stage, and so as a consequence, there's some nerves. We've seen some tears for sure this week. And there's a lot of pressure on these players when they're coming here from a long distance representing their country. It means a lot to them, and some have been able to handle the pressure a little bit better than others. Eight serving 1. Julia holds up her racket. Needs to recompose. Good shot, cross court. One serving 8. Good drive serve, that's an ace serve. Another good drive serve. It looks like this could be a battle of serves. Second serve. Quick mention on the streaming today. The way that the tournament is set up is we generally start with the younger players earlier in the morning and progress through to the older ones later in the afternoon. That's singles, and then we flip it and switch to doubles. Again, the younger players start early in the afternoon with the older ones finishing in the evening. So stick with us. We've got lots of action coming up today. There were some excellent matches yesterday with a few upsets, and so it's going to make some interesting watching again today. It's a side out. Excuse me, that's a point. 5 serving 8. That time the serve wasn't as effective. Valeria was able to get a good cross-court pass on that. Again, going to that backhand on the Z. It's a point. I was able to talk to both coaches quickly before the match started to get a little information about the players. As you can imagine, at 12, they don't have a large racquetball history at this level. Valeria qualified for this event as the number 2 player. She came second in the nationals in Mexico. San Luis Potosí State. Be a second serve. Asked her coach, I believe it's her dad, he said she began playing when she was 3. So she's been playing for 9 years already. Smart play, back up to the ceiling. This court is especially challenging for these younger players because a lot of them have never played with a glass sidewall. It's very dark on that right side, which has caused some problems for these players. Skip ball. Might be a good time. Oh yeah, there we go, timeout. Second timeout. IRF rules, players are allowed 3 timeouts per game, 2 in the tiebreak. Mexico to serve again, 12 serving 5. Looks like she's going to stick with that lob Z. That's a good one. Julie gets it back, but it's a setup in the middle. Good finish. Should take a moment to thank our sponsors here, particularly eForce, Racquetball, and ProPen. We're using the ProPen green ball. That's the official IRF ball. Set up again. And again, it's a finish. Julia struggling to get Valeria out of the middle of the court. As a consequence, she's doing most of the chasing. Another great Z serve. Set up again. Nice finish. Oh, great get. Oh, unlucky. First game. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the 27th Junior World Championships here in the Santo Domingo, Dominican Republic. Julia to serve, 0 serving 0, game 2. Good drive serve. First point. Julia takes the lead in this second game. Julia, by the way, is from Murraysville, Pennsylvania, coached by Jim Winterton. Started getting into the game when her older brother, was playing. Unlucky there, side out. This is actually her 3rd appearance at the World Juniors. She was in Cali, Colombia last year. Didn't finish among the medals. In fact, this is an interesting division because the medals are a shared. If we go back to 2012, Guatemala, Gabby Martinez, some of you may be familiar with, won in this division. 2013 it was won by Mexico, and then last year by Bolivia. So this is a division that's shared by many countries when it comes to the gold medal. Second serve, 1-0. Lob serve to the backhand. It's a great serve. We're seeing a lot of points won on the serve. It demonstrates the importance of getting a good serve at this level. To the forehand. Great get. And good finish by Mexico. Controlled play there by Valeria. Looks like a drive. Oh, second serve call. Fault serve, side out. 2-0. It's early morning here, 9 a.m. So not everybody's here yet. A lot of the players don't play till this afternoon. Some of the players already eliminated, so the crowd's a little sparse this morning, but people are starting to drift in after breakfast. Majority of players, officials, athletes, coaches are staying at Hotel Barceló, which is just down the road. It's great because there's no need for transportation. You can just walk over to the courts. In fact, some might say you get a warm-up coming over to the courts. Very humid here this morning. Side out. Hernandez's coach again points to the backhand on a Z serve. That's what we get. That's a chance that Julia has to take. 1-4. Drive Z coming up. Second serve. Ceiling ball. Hernandez attacks. Julia will be frustrated with that one. That was right down the middle. She had an opportunity there. 2-4. Holds up her racket, recomposes. Goes to the ceiling. Good shot. Timeout, USA. Reminder, it's a 1-minute timeout. 2 minutes between games. And if there's a tiebreak, there's a 5-minute interlude between second game and tiebreak. This is the first event for Hernandez. You wouldn't notice it by the way she's playing, but this is her first Junior World Championships. And so far she's putting on a clinic in smart play, lots of passing, very few skips, and Julia seems to be the one that is taking the greater chances and either pushing the ball too high for a setup in the middle or skipping it. Hernandez seems to be playing within herself, even though she's down 3-4 in this game too. She seems to be the one controlling the points. It's just a matter of whether Julia can take advantage of the opportunities she gets down the middle of the court. 3-4. That's a much better ceiling ball. Again, that glass is difficult when you haven't been accustomed to playing on it. And that one looked like she just lost the ball in that glass and missed it. 4-3. Good timeout. Here's her chance. That's unlucky. She allowed the ball to go past her to set up off the back wall and just wasn't able to take that shot. That's a rare skip from Hernandez. She's not too happy about that. 4 serving 3. Pivotal point in this game too. Second serve. Ball came off quickly off that back wall. 3-4. So the Junior World Championships are held every year. Countries bid to host the event. Last year it was in Cali, Colombia. The IRF have yet to announce where next year will be. Players are entered into their age division by 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, and 18. It's a little different perhaps to youth sports in the US, where if, for example, in this case, players may be 13 and still able to play in the 12s based on what age they were on December 31st. So we have, for example, 19-year-olds here playing in the 18s, so it's not under 18 technically. Especially in the younger divisions, 10, 12s, 14s, we might see a disparity in size, for example, because one may be almost 13 and a half, for example, and another player just turning 12. So there are some disparities in terms of size, especially among the younger players. Second serve. We see she switched to that drive, went away from the Z serve. Good pinch, reverse pinch there. 4 serving 5. We also should mention that players are allowed to play up a division if they so desire. So some players are playing 2 divisions in singles. They may also be playing doubles. Some countries who bring few players may enter multiple divisions. Second serve. Oh no, that was a point. The IRF brought 19 referees, officials to this event. One of the great things that the IRF has worked very hard to do over the past couple of years is bring in refs. Traditionally in the past, the refereeing situation was based on locals, coaches, even players refereeing, and about 2 to 3 years ago the referee changed that, the IRF changed that, and we're able to bring in official refs who receive training prior to tournaments, and that has really improved the quality of officiating. It's improved the temperament of players and coaches because there's no fatigue from referees in terms of I just played, now I have to referee. We've also seen a lot more consistency in decisions being made, some of the calls being made, and for the most part, line judges are not required. If the situation gets tense, for example, maybe a tiebreaker example, players or coaches can request line judges. That happens. But again, that's also a great thing that the IRF does because it eliminates the pressure of one person having to see every decision. It makes it more balanced where multiple people are watching the same thing and we can get consensus. Again, we haven't seen many line judges needed over the past 4 days. As the competition gets closer, as the medals near, expect to see more line judges. In fact, towards the semifinals and finals, it will probably be automatic. But again, we should recognize the IRF for really taking on that initiative, for making the effort to train officials and provide that consistency, which has really improved just the whole demeanor of players and coaches on and off the court. So 4 serving 8. Again, U.S. take a timeout, probably wise. There's no point in leaving them on the table when you're behind and you need the opportunity to win this game to stay in the match. 8 serving 4. This is a medal game. In the IRF, the top 4 receive medals, so there's a lot at stake here for both players in both countries. Points are awarded for the countries based on where their players finish in the event. Points are tallied to provide a team total, and we have a new trophy this year, which is on display downstairs for the players and fans to see. Ace serve is a difficult bounce off the back wall. 10 serving 4. Another great serve, unlucky. Valeria has really picked on that backhand this morning. A lot of points are won and lost on that left side. USA takes their 3rd and final timeout. Back serving. Point. 2 points away from a semifinal. Drive serve again. Skip ball. A rare error from Hernandez. 4-13. Good serve. Julia's won most of her points off that serve. Six serving 13. Hernandez holds up her racket, cleans her glasses. She takes a moment. In the IRF, once the score has been called, good shot there from Hernandez. Once the score has been called, players have 10 seconds to begin the serve. That's a combined 10 seconds. Obviously, there are situations where one player might try to interrupt that flow. Generally, players are given a warning if there's a delay before technicals can be given. That's something the officiating, having the officials here, has really helped to do. It sped up the game. Good shot there from Julie on the backhand. It's really helped speed up the games and matches so that players aren't taking 20, 30, 40 seconds in between points, which can add up over the course of a day. Second serve. Very nice backhand there from Hernandez. For what you can see that she's a very smooth player. She strikes the ball very cleanly. Good serve. Good return. Side out. That was one of Julia's better returns. 6-13, she's hanging in there. Tries something different. Gets a setup. Oh, big skip from Hernandez. She had a chance there. Seven serving 13. Two bounces called. Another point. Might be a timeout opportunity for Mexico. It's 8 serving 13. Julia's won a few points in a row. Big skip in the back there from Julia. 13 serving 8. Looks like it's going to be a Z serve. Julia holds up her racket. Now she's ready. Good return there from Julia. Gets the setup. Oh, it just lunges. Perhaps her footwork would have, a little bit of movement there with her feet would have helped her instead of reaching. Again, though, these are hot conditions, and players wear out quite quickly in these conditions if they're not used to them. And there we have it, ladies and gentlemen. Hernandez finishes with a backhand cross-court pass. Photos are taken. She finds herself in the semifinals of girls 12s. Just a reminder, if you have the opportunity, visit our Facebook page. We're posting photos daily on some of the action going on here. There's some great photos. Also visit our website for a brief synopsis of what's going on here in Santo Domingo. This is the Junior World Championship.